Bright Duty. Every student matters.
Organ-specific and tissue-specific manifestations. As I just told you, our body is made up of organs and tissues, and every disease actually has a cause. So whether that microbe has affected an organ or a tissue, the symptoms depend upon that. So the manifestations, or how we know whether a disease is there or not, it totally depends upon which organ or which tissue is being affected. The pathogens, they affect certain regions, tissues, or organs of the host. The manifestations of the disease largely depend upon the tissue or the organ which is being affected by that pathogen. For example, pathogens that enter through air that we breathe in, they are likely to affect the organ, because if we breathe in, the air enters the lungs, and those pathogens that they enter the lungs directly. So this is called organ specific manifestation. The symptoms will be cough, difficulty in breathing, etc. This is related to the organ which is being affected. Another example, HIV, the human immunodeficient virus. This comes to the body via sexual organs, and this spread to the lymph nodes throughout the body, right? So this is tissue specific. Then they suppress the immune system of the body. Another example is malaria, which the malaria causing pathogen is Plasmodium. It enters through mosquito bite and it moves to liver and then to RBCs. This is also a tissue specific manifestation. So the severity of symptoms also depends upon number of microbes in the body. So the manifestations of the disease, firstly, depends upon which organ or which tissue is being affected. Secondly, it depends upon the number of microbes in the body. So number of microbes actually for this immunity plays an important role. If a person has strong immunity, it will fight those microbes very fast, instantly. So the microbes will not be able to grow at a very fast rate. But if the immunity is weak, then those microbes, they grow, they reproduce, and the symptoms or the manifestations become severe. So what is immune system? Let's understand. An active immune system recruits many cells to the affected tissue to kill off the disease causing organisms. So if there is any infection, our body, what will it do? It will start a defense mechanism to kill the germs and to treat itself. So it will recruit certain cells to that area. This process is called inflammation. This leads to certain local effects like swelling or pain, and some general effects like fever. So if you have swelling, pain, or fever, this is actually a symptom of defense mechanism of the body. The body is trying to fight off that infection. So immune system determines the number of microbes surviving in the body. Now let me tell you something in detail about HIV, AIDS, and the immune system. Okay, so HIV is the name of the virus, human immunodeficient virus. It enters the body through sexual organs or directly into the blood when the blood is transfused. Infected blood is transfused to a healthy person. So what happens? This virus actually, it goes to the lymph nodes throughout the body. In the lymph nodes, our immune cells are being manufactured. So it hampers the immunity of the body. So a person is not killed by the HIV. He gets killed because of the repeated infections. His immunity is totally zero. So a small infection, a small common cold becomes pneumonia, right? So because of these repeated infections, this disease becomes fatal. So body can no longer fight off the minor infections, and these infections, these repeated infections can actually kill the patient. So this is how AIDS, the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome occurs.